What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome back to more Let's Play Ori and the Will of the Wisps. In the last episode, we continued through Kwolok's Hollow, hopefully trying to find the Guardian of the Marsh himself. And, well, in this episode, we're going to actually finally reach the guy. So, let's head on down here. And first things first, it's boss fight time, everybody. Alright, now this is definitely a tutorial boss, if ever there was one. Just kind of recognizing and understanding attack patterns. So he has 3 different methods of attacking. That was one. This is the second method. You're just going to want to make sure you jump under him. And then the third method of attacking is going to be a charge and a jump right before he reaches you. Now this is your opportunity to deal a lot of damage. You can also deal damage very briefly after you dodge under his initial jumps, but you only get about 2 or 3 swings in there. So like right here, I can get 1, 2, 3, back up. Okay, and then he is going to use his ground attack. And this is pretty much the same pattern he's going to use over and over again. So we're going to jump, and I got way too close there like a dummy. And there we go. All right, cool. So, I'm going to switch to Spike, actually, really quickly here. And I'm going to show how much damage this thing does to bosses and why I like this ability so much. So, he's going to do his jump. Let's do our Spike. Boom! Look at that damage! That's like pretty much an entire damage phase all in and of itself. I mean, I guess it doesn't really do like any more damage than a number of Spirit Edge swings would have done in the same amount of time, but yeah. Just, I like that attack a lot. It's very, very nice to have, and especially once you get a lot of energy, it's so good. Okay, so, smack this guy's butt a few more times, back up. We've almost got him to half health. Do another jump. 1, 2, oh, gosh, I got a little too close there. All right, do your fire attack. Make sure that you dash over that, otherwise it's going to be very, very difficult to time that perfectly. You can technically totally avoid it without dashing, but I wouldn't recommend it. Oh, okay. He did a swing that time. Did you see that? That was new. All right, do a jump, do a jump. There you go. You have a couple more hits. I got 4 that time. Awesome. Do another fire attack. See, you can technically make it without the dash. Like I just said, I wouldn't recommend it. The dash makes it so much easier to not. Ah, that was dumb. Again, got a little too carried away there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back up. All right, do your thing again. And I didn't jump high enough. Okay, awesome. That was brilliant. Well, I did save that last bit of energy for 1 heal throughout this fight. So, do another jump. There you go. Couple more swings. Oh, geez. I did not dodge the correct direction for that. All right, do your dash and jump, please. And this should be the finishing blow if I can attack fast enough. Okay, there we go. Woo! And we did it. And as thanks, look, our little Moki friends, they're back. They're going to drop us down a vine. I'm going to gather up my rewards for that. And we are going to continue. Okay, so let's climb up this way. And we're just going to want to follow this direction as this takes us closer to where Kwolok is. Now let this guy shoot out the ground below you because you actually want to go down. You can't go up, obviously, at the moment. So just ignore that. Oh, jeez. I knew I was going to fall right at the worst possible time. Okay, that hurts. Sir, get out of here. Thank you. Oh, don't explode on me. Thank you. Let's take all that. And now, if I can get rid of this guy, that would be great. Ow. This guy hurts a lot. Get out of here. Oh, geez, I'm actually pretty weak. Okay, that's not good. Let's not fall on the spikes like at all. That would be great. Oh, here we go. Would you look at this? So, yeah, we have almost gotten back all of the abilities that we had in Ori and the Blind Forest, but there's one very key ability we're still missing. Let's get it now. And that is, of course, the Bash ability. Remember this ability? This is the one that allows you to use enemies and light sources of light to projectile shoot yourself up in a direction or away or any of that good stuff. You can pretty much just send yourself flying with any movable objects in the entire game, and it's kind of awesome. We're going to be using this to our advantage quite a lot, but I'm actually going to see if I can get up. Can I get up here? There we go. Perfect. Now let's take this thing up. What we're going to want to do is we're going to actually want to send that projectile towards that wall, then shoot ourselves up, pull the lever, and that will open ourselves up a path. Now, we could continue to go the way we were going and head all the way back up and get out of here, but there's some things down this way I want to check out first. So let's take care of that. Make sure you don't get hit by those things again. So glad that the spirit tree heals you when you get its new ability. Okay, first things first, we're going to follow this thing up. These guys will allow us to make our way up towards victory. Okay, I did not quite do that. Get as high as I wanted to. There we go. Now, if you could send me the rest of the way, that would be great. And with that, we get ourselves another life cell fragment. One more energy cell fragment would be great, but we're not getting that, unfortunately, just yet. Woo! Okay, let's move. Oh, now we got this friend. Okay, this guy is fun. So this is another jumpy boy, except the thing that makes him so great is he sends out these shockwaves every single time he hits the ground. So, yeah, he's a riot. You like him a lot. There's only like 2 or 3 of those in the entire game, though, thankfully, so you don't have to run into them a whole much. A whole much. That's a sentence. A whole lot. Whew. Okay, so we got this spider statue here, which is interesting. And if we head over this way, there's actually a shard over here that we can grab. Now, this is Splinter. I am not a fan of this shard, and I'm going to show you why, actually, by equipping Spirit Arc and demonstrating why I don't like this ability. So, up to this point, we have been using Spirit Arc to open up pathways and hit buttons at a long distance. Well, the problem with Splinter is that it negates that long distance, and I actually didn't equip the ability because I am an idiot. Let me do that first. Okay, it negates that distance and splinters off at like not really all that far away. So if you're ever trying to hit things at a distance with this ability, which I honestly think is the only use for Spirit Arc, yeah, it kind of ruins that utility, which is dumb. Like, yeah, it splinters off in a random direction, but honestly, like, if you're accurate, wouldn't you rather have the arrow itself as opposed to, like, a much weaker scatter arrow? I mean, I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm the only one who feels that way, but I am not a fan. Now, granted, you can increase the power of Splinter, and it will splinter off at further distances. It will also splinter into much more projectiles, all sorts of good things like that, but I still don't think it's all that worth it. I mean, if I'm going to use a long-range build in this game, I would much rather have Spirit Arc at its base form with just more power, if I'm being honest. I would rather not worry about trying to make these really random scattered projectiles hit enemies when I'm shooting my arrow, as opposed to just hitting them directly where I aim. Okay, we got ourselves another energy cell fragment, and let's... Wow, I felt like at the exact perfect cadence to get hit by that. Let's let this guy shoot a projectile to launch myself up. All right. Do another one. There we go. And now we can get on his level. And if he could give me one more boost, that would be great. You can attack those guys, by the way, those tentacle boys. But I wouldn't really recommend it just because... Oh, geez. There we go. I wouldn't really recommend it just because the amount of health that they have and then also the amount of spirit light that you get for it just isn't really worth it. Plus, they have their purpose. They're there to get you to places. You just have to be patient. Oh, boy, this place is gorgeous. I mean, this entire game is gorgeous, but wow, look at this place. It is beautiful. Okay, well, before I go any further... Oh, no, I guess I can't... I was going to bring up my weapon wheel and switch back to Spike, but I guess I can't do that. Never mind. A spirit in my marsh? So the Moki were right. I wanted to believe, but it has been so long. I am Kwolok, and you are welcome in my marsh, little one. The Moki tell me you seek your friend, an owlet. She fell far to the east. The silent woods hold her now. but the owls are no more. Once the waterway behind me led there, but the waters have grown foul and impassable. There is one way, however. The wellspring to the west, a great watermill, sits silent. Were you to set its wheels in motion, the waters would flow clear once more. I would accompany you, but the Moki need me. I can give you something, however. A fragment of the ancient light that once brightened these wilds. May its voice be your guide through this perilous land. I am the voice of the forest. It has been a long time since I last saw your kind. And a long time since I last left the marsh. But I will do my best. The wellspring needs us. Yes, go to the wellspring and teach its waters to flow again. And so we are given the location of the wellspring on the map, and as you can see, it is all the way up here in the top left section, right above where our weapons master was, all the way down there in this area. So we're going to head on over that way. And our maximum life and energy have been increased thanks to finishing a major quest step. And we're already getting a little bit of lag, which is awesome because we're actually about to approach the part of the game that has, in my opinion, the worst lag, even post-patch. Upon my testing, the wellspring, which is the area we are going to next, was easily the worst. Okay, that was dumb. Was easily the worst location for frame drops and the like. So, yeah, that's going to be fun to deal with. So let's grab that. There we go. Oh, don't you dare hit me with that. Thank you. Now, if I could drop down here, that would be awesome. And up we go. And luckily, our Moki friends are going to help us out again. Thanks, guys. Y'all are so nice. Okay, so that bug over there, we're going to actually want to use him to our advantage. If we could get him to come over here, that would be great. Okay, come on over. There you go. Dash towards me. Thank you. Now send me up so I can do that, and then that again. And the third time, give me that, and then back we go. All right, I'm going to launch myself up again. Now, if we can get all the way over here, that'd be great. Now, I could actually use your help. No. Come here. Come on. Don't get disinterested in me. Hey! Thank you. Got it. Okay, cool. That is pretty much the only way of getting that this early on. Otherwise, you're going to need like a triple jump because jumping off that wall is just too difficult. You are not a Moki, I can tell. Your ears are too floppy. I noticed things, like this map I found. I would give it to Lupo the mapmaker, but he has enough maps. It should go to the one who wanders. I hear he used to love maps. Maybe he would love this one? Could you give it to him? I saw him up in the Wellspring Glades. There we go. We got an old map. Found a quest item. Shows a dotted line with an X. And this begins the hand-to-hand side quest. This is an incredibly important side quest, as a matter of fact. In fact, if you are wanting to complete this game with the most efficiency, I would actually, I know this is going to sound really silly of me, but oh gosh, move. I would actually not recommend following the path that I am going to be taking through this Let's Play. I'm going to be taking the path through this Let's Play that I feel is most story efficient as opposed to most gameplay efficient. So, if you want to complete this game in the easiest manner possible and get as much done as possible and find all of the secrets and all that stuff, do this hand-to-hand side quest as fast as possible, which will take you on a route that is not the same as the one I'm going on. Hey, who tore down my wall? Hello? Who is this? Oh, hey, Talk. Oh, it's not you who was talking, though. Come on over. Let's get a closer look at you. All right. Well, who is this new friend we've got? They're saying something about Wellspring Glades. Oh, here we go. Actually, can I jump up here? Interesting. So, can we talk to you? Oh, no, we can't. Oh, no, we can't talk to Ophir. What's up, dude? Come on down. How you doing? Ah, greetings. I see you made it to the Glade, Spirit. I don't suppose your journey has taken you in the direction of the Wellspring yet. Rumors of an old library there have roused my interest. Might do some exploring on my own. Perhaps I'll see you there. So he has a couple things for sale. I want to make it clear right now. I am actually... I'm trying to get this ability right here, Spirit Smash. Now, you might be going, well, you can afford it right now. I can, but there's one more thing in particular that we'll be talking about before this episode is over that I want to get first. And that costs 2,200 Spirit Light. So I need to save a little more, but this is going to be the next weapon that I go after because, honestly, I am not going to be comfortable with this game until I get the Spirit Smash. It is my preferred weapon of choice well over the Spirit Edge, and you will see why once we actually get it. What's up, Talk? How you doing?
Say, what's that paper you got there, Squawk? Those crisp dotted lines, that bold X, that's a treasure map.
Here, I'll swap you my Wanderer's Patch for it. Something tells me I'll be needing a bigger bag. Thanks, Talk. You found a new quest item, small but useful for adventures. Now, who are we going to give this to? Find an aspiring adventurer who might need a small bag. Well, in due time. In due time we will. Let's talk to this guy, Grom.
I didn't dare hope the rumors were true, but here you are. Nywin is a home to a spirit once more. You made quick work of the wall there. Guess my building skills aren't what they used to be. Still, I made a promise I would provide refuge from the decay here. These glades are counting on me, spirit. But without ore, I fear I will let them all down. The materials I need were abandoned when my kind fled to the mines. And without the proper supplies, well, my dream of a haven might end before it has even begun. Care to help make these glades a better place? I would actually love to, and there is only one project that we can afford now with our Kwolok ore. Now you can see the use for it. And I'm going to use that to repair the Spirit Well. Wellspring Glades, just to explain it real quick, are essentially your hub world. Or your hub world. Is that the word? Hub space? Yeah, hub space is probably a better word for it. It's not like it leads to every location like other hub spaces do in other games, but it's kind of the place where you come back to relax, rest, recuperate, see the fruits of your labor, turn in most of your quests, buy upgrades, buy weapons, things like that. Pretty much at the end of every single adventure, you are going to find yourself ending up here in the Wellspring Glades all over again and stocking up for your next trip to another part of the map. Let's talk to this Moki real quick. I came to find these glades. It is paradise here for Moki. My family will like it here, but we have no home. The Kwolok Grom knows the building ways. Maybe he can help? And we get ourselves a new side quest, family reunion. Now the last person, well, actually second to last. No, third to last character I want to talk to in this episode is Twillin. So we already know all about Twillin. He's going to sell us some things, but just really quickly, I want to show the new thing that's been added to his inventory, which is a shard for triple jump. Jump twice midair before landing. This is the thing that I want to get next. It's not like this is a necessary thing. In fact, as far as I know, you can technically, even without triple jump, traverse to every single thing in this entire game. You don't need it for any collectible, but it does make your life easier and does allow you to access some things a little earlier than you would be able to otherwise, which is why I want to get it as soon as possible. Now we head up here. We got another Moki to talk to. Oh, hello. I came here from the Marsh because I heard the glades were beautiful. They are beautiful, but the light here is so bright, not like the gloomy marsh. That is why I'm hiding in the shade. If I had a hat like that funny one there, but I do not. Well, we got to get this guy a hat at some point. Then he can actually venture out into the glades. There's only one more character left to talk to, and yeah, it's this guy. I love this guy. Mote is great.
I can hardly believe it. I'm talking to a real spirit, Nywin. You're smaller than I thought, up close. Oh, but so bright. I myself prefer to blend in. It's not safe out there, you know. Lucky for you, I've been watching your every move, just to make sure you're all right, of course.
Care to see my records of you? And this is indeed the place where you can track just about every possible statistic in the game. And I mean every. It literally tracks every jump you make, every wall you jump off of, every dash you do, every single time you use an ability, collect Spirit Light, regenerate some health, take damage. All of that is recorded right here. How is this useful? I mean, for the most part, it's just a fun fact. It just kind of tells you information about how you've been playing, and that's really cool. I think every game should have this. But if you are trying to track certain achievements, this is the place where you're going to be able to reference that information. One of the major achievements to get in this game, for instance, is the Deathless Run, which so far I'm doing good at, but I don't think that's going to last forever. And yeah, there's other kind of things that you're going to want to track as well. Like there's certain collectibles. You're like, oh man, am I missing one of these or two of these or something like that? You can go here to Mote and you can find out that information, and he will obviously not tell you exactly what specific things you're missing, but more so how many things you're missing or how many more things you need to do to get a certain achievement. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I hope you've all enjoyed it very much. In the next episode, we are going to reach the Wellspring, and we're going to hopefully get its wheels turning, or at least try to get its wheels turning, at some point in that episode or the next, sometime soon. We're going to be making progress. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.